and the posts that are in the finance department. Okay. So actually, finance department is very important department in any organization because finance is the main pillar. Finance is the main pillar of any organization. Without finance, you cannot run your business, as I also told you in the financial management. Okay, so finance is one of the major pillar of any organization and an essential ingredient to a successful business. To run a successful business, finance is a very important. And to manage this finance, to manage this finance, there is a finance department in every organization. Nowadays, a finance department has a broad range of roles to carry out within or outside an organization. Okay, so in every organization, finance department have a broad range of activities. So the performance and success of any company greatly depend on how well the finance is handled. There are so many activities in the organization, but if you are not utilizing your finance in a proper way, so it could be a reason of unsuccess of your business. Okay. So keeping or watching an eye on your finance is very important. You have to always observe or monitor your finance. So keeping a close watch on the finance function is very important for the smooth operation of a company. In this write-up, therefore, I will be reviewing the roles and responsibilities of a finance department. Okay. In the industry, actually, before going to the functions of finance department, let us see what constitutes the finance department. What constitutes the finance department? Okay, so finance department is the part of an organization that is responsible for acquiring funds for the firm, managing funds within the organization, and planning for the expenditure of funds on various assets. Okay, this also we have studied in the finance department. I'm telling you now, it is the part of an organization that ensures efficient finance management and financial control necessary to support all business activities. So when we were studying the functions of financial management, so we have studied three functions. What were these three functions? The first one is financing decision, second one investment decision, and the third one is dividend decision. Okay, there are three main functions was financial management. Okay, so here all the things that was written here related to all these functions, such as acquiring funds for the firm. Acquiring funds means from where we can raise the fund, from where we can raise the funds for run a business, and planning for the expenditure of funds on various assets means investment. How should we invest our funds in different assets, such as shares or any machinery or plant, land, etc., etc. Okay. Now let us see roles and responsibilities of a finance department. Actually, the finance department has many functions except these functions. Means except the investment function, financing function, and the dividend function, the finance department has also many roles. We will see in the next slides. Okay. So let us discuss the roles and responsibilities of a finance department. The contribution of finance department to any company and how these contributions positively affect organizational performance will greatly depend on factors such as the extent to which the owner or manager is involved in his company. The roles and responsibilities of a finance department include but are not limited to. In the next slide, there are so many functions. So, contribution of finance department in any company is a great activity to performing an organization in a proper way. Okay? Actually, if your finance department is successfully employed your funds, then your organization can run smoothly and achieve the organizational goals or organizational objectives. Okay? So the contribution of finance department and financial persons is very important. And what are those persons and what are the functions of the financial department? Actually, when you will complete your degree or course, when you will complete your course, so what will you become? Either you will become accountant or financial manager, chief financial officer, or there are so many posts, financial controller, chartered accountant. So these are the some posts which are related to finance department. We will also see your career in the future. So first, let us see what are the roles and responsibilities of finance department. The first one is bookkeeping. Bookkeeping. All of you know about the big bookkeeping. That is accounting. Accounting means the record of every operations. The record of every operation that has occurred in the business, you have to keep properly. Means record of every operation. Suppose that if you have purchased some furniture for the office, if you have purchased some furniture for the office, then you have to keep the record how many furniture you have purchased, when you have purchased, and what amount you have invested on that furniture. Okay. So this is the bookkeeping. Bookkeeping means you have to maintain the record that either if suppose that you are receiving anything, suppose that you have received your credit from your debtors, you have received credit from your debtors, then you have to also maintain this record, and so you have to keep record when you have received, how much of amount you have received. Okay. And from which company or which person you have received that fund or that amount. Okay. So bookkeeping, this is the most basic function of the finance department. It involves the day-to-day recording, analysis, and interpretation of a company's financial transaction. Okay. This will include the tracking of all expenses, purchases, payments, etc., and sales of finished products. In some startup companies, this role is often carried out, but a bookkeeper who might be replaced by more specialized payables and receivables clerk as the company grows or expands its operations. Now, how much this bookkeeping is important? Suppose that you are running a business in initially and you are not maintaining this bookkeeping or you are not recording your transactions. So in upcoming years, you cannot analyze your transactions, or you cannot analyze how much you have spent in your business and how much you have net profit. Okay. So to keep the business or to analyze the business properly, you have to maintain the record of all the transactions that occurs in day to day. Okay, so suppose that you have to also pay some salaries or wages to your employees. Okay, so all the records should have been maintained. So this is the first one of the function, or you guys activity of the finance department. This is the basic activity. This is the basic activity of any finance department. Means the finance department have maintained the record of day-to-day operations or day-to-day transactions. Okay. Next one, management of company's cash flow. Management of company's cash flow. It is the duty of the finance department to manage all cash flows and out of a company and ensure that there are enough funds available to meet the day-to-day running of the company. Means how much funds has been gone out and how much fund the company has received. Okay, so this is the cash management. This is the cash management. Cash flow means management of cash. How much cash is inflows and how much cash is outflows, and managing those cash the company's customer, to ensure that vendors and creditors are paid correctly on time, and that the company is also paid correctly and as intended. Suppose that you have purchased some mall on credit. You have purchased some product or some material on credit. Now, so this is the duty of finance department, that they should have record to purchasing of that product. Okay, means how much product you have purchased, when you have purchased, and either there is any interest they have to pay on that purchasing. If you are purchasing the product on credit, so you have to pay some interest on that. Okay, so this is also the duty of finance department, that they have to keep the management of cash. Okay, also if you are selling your product, if you are selling your product, so how much sales in cash and how much sales in credit. Okay, so you have to also manage this, and when you have to collect, when you have to collect those credits, you have to also frame the policies related to your collections. You have to also frame the policies for your collections of credit from your debtors. Okay, so this is the duty of finance management, that all the policies related to creditors and debtors have to frame. Means either they are paying timely or not, they are paying correctly or not, they are paying uh, how much amount and how much amount they have to pay within the time. So all these policies are framed by your finance department, because they have all the information about the funds, that how much the funds they have, so how much funds they have to require in near future, because they have to future plannings related to your funds. Okay, so this is the management of company's cash flow. Means in this, the finance department maintains cash inflows and cash outflows, and budget and forecasting. Budget, what is budget? Budget is a future planning. Budget is a future planning. And forecasting is your expectation. Forecasting is your expectation for the future. Okay. Now, so since budget is the future planning, so what activities are in the budget? Budget contains that where you have to invest your money and from where you will get the money. What activities are for investing and what activities for collection. Okay. So in this function, the finance department works with managers to prepare the company's budget and forecast and also give feedback with regard to the financial standing of the company. Okay. So what does financial department does? Financial departments work with manager to prepare the company's budget. Company's budget means budget is maintained according to the condition of financial condition of the company, and they have to also forecast means they have to also some expectation from the future. Okay, so after planning, budget and forecasting, they provide feedback. They provide feedback for regard for the financial standing of the company. Means if you have to run your company properly and you have to compete in the industry, you have to compete in the industry, then you have a proper budget and forecasting. There are so many techniques for forecasting, and you have also studied in the business statistics. Okay, forecasting techniques means how much sales can be in near future, how much production can be in near future according to your past performance. So this information can be used to fulfill the cash needs of each department. Plan company staffing levels, plan asset purchase and expansion at minimum cost before they become necessary. The finance department can also use past records from respective departments to make better budget and forecast to a long term and short term time horizon. So all the activities that I mentioned here, such as cash need for each department, plan company staffing levels, plan asset purchase and expansion of at minimum cost before they become necessary. These are the activities related to your future planning, or you can say that your budget. And the finance department can also use past record. So for forecasting, the past record is observed. Okay. For forecasting, the past records have been observed. For example, if you have to forecast the sales for upcoming years, you have to forecast the sales of the company for the year 2022. So what you will do, you will analyze the past performance of the company, or you can say that you have to observe the last 10 year sales of the company. Suppose that in 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so you have to observe the sales of last 10 years. After that, you can apply the forecasting techniques such as time series analysis, regression analysis. So these are some techniques to forecasting. Okay, so after applying these techniques, you can make better decisions either for long term run or short term horizons. Okay. The next one is advising and sourcing longer term financing. Okay. So it is the duty of the finance department to advise companies on the best financing mix that could yield the company the best profit and also help them source longer term financing at the lowest cost such that there is a profit level of liquidity. Some of the many varied paths a company can source funds to finance their business as discussed in one of this. So actually we have also studied the financing decision. Okay. We have also studied the financing decision. Means from where we have to raise the funds, from where we have to raise the funds, and how much funds we have to raise. Either it is for short term or either it is for long term, and how much funds we have to raise from the equity or share, how much funds we have to borrow from the bank or financial institution, or how much fund we can we that have from retained. Okay, so this is the combination of sourcing of financing. So the finance department advised to the company that from here you have to raise the funds for long term. From here you have to raise the fund for long term or short term. Means the combination of raising the funds that makes best profit. That makes the first profit, best profit. Okay. So, due to these combinations, the liquidity of company is managed. Liquidity means already any organization need liquidity in their funds. Okay, liquidity is very important for the organization. So they advise to maintaining. They advise maintaining at the lowest cost such that there is a profit level of liquidity. So this is also the duty of finance department to advise the company. From where they have to raise the funds, and which is the combination of sources from where the company can collect the funds or raise the funds. And what about the next? The next is management of taxes. This is also very important term, because every company or every business that is running have to pay taxes. Every company that is running have to pay taxes. Running a company involves paying tax, and it is the duty of the finance department to handle tax issues. Okay, this includes creating good corporate responsibility with government by remitting pay, pay as you earn to the relevant authority and ensuring that implementation of tax matters are done within the framed policies. Now, why this management of taxes is very important? Actually, the things that is written here in the slide is you can say that books activity. Actually, this happen in the organizations rarely. Means many few organizations follow the proper government rules, or they pay taxes properly according to their income. Okay, so why? That's why most of the companies have finance department or financial expert to manage the taxes. Is how can they reduce the taxes? How can they reduce the taxes? Means how can they avoid to pay the taxes? Okay. Actually, but a good company pays taxes according to they earn. Pay, P-A-Y-E, that is pay as you earn. Actually, there is a rate of tax. There is a rate of tax. So, according to the your earnings, you have to pay tax. Suppose that you have earned 5 lakhs, so you are exempted from tax. Actually, this is the for a individual person, not for a company. And if you are earning more than 5 lakhs per annum, so you have to pay 5% of tax. How? Suppose that after 5 lakhs, you have earned 1 lakh more. You have earned 1 lakh more. So you have to pay 5,000 to the government. You have to pay 5,000 to the government, because the 5% of 1 lakh is 5,000. Okay. So this is the duty of finance department. Duty. This is a duty, not a activity, or you can say that work. This is the duty. Such as we people, the citizen of India, we have also some duty regarding to our society. So similarly, this is also uh, responsibility of organization, or you can say that duty. Okay, so this is the duty of finance department, that they have to pay proper tax as they earn to the government, and they have to maintain good relationship between government. They have to maintain good relationship with the government. Okay, so they have to also frame their policies according to the tax payment. There are two types of some activities in the tax, that they, the first one is tax evasion, there are three. Okay, tax evasion, tax management, tax planning, all are different. But tax management and tax planning is legal, but tax evasion is illegal. Okay, there are little bit differences within these all terms. So always avoid tax evasion. The companies should avoid the tax evasion. They can make tax planning or tax management, but they should always avoid tax evasion. Okay. So this is the management of tax, which has been done by your finance department. Now, management of companies investment. Uh, in the functions of financial management, we have earned the investment decision. Investment decision. Apart from analyzing and selecting new investment, apart from analyzing and selecting the new investment, it is also the duty of the finance department to manage companies' existing assets. To manage companies' existing assets, how much assets they have and how they have to manage all these assets. Means, suppose that if has a land, a company has a land, so how can they utilize it? How can manage that land? So this is also the duty of finance department. Or if they have some old machinery, or they have some old any assets, so how can they utilize that? Okay, so the finance department should be concerned with current assets apart from fixed assets. Okay, so how much current assets they have and how they have to utilize. The company's working capital needs to be managed efficiently in such a way as to maximize profitability relative to the amount of funds tied up, since it has more implication on the firm's liquidity than its fixed asset. Actually, the current assets, what are current assets? The assets which runs in, which are needed for short terms. Okay, the short terms assets are called your current assets. Suppose the short term investment, your finished products. Okay, so these are some current assets. So the finance department has duty to manage all these current assets to maintain the liquidity of the company. To maintain the liquidity of the company, the finance department should have managed all these current assets. Okay, by managing these current assets, the company can maximize profit. Okay, so this is the management of companies investment. And the next is financial reporting and analysis. Financial reporting and analysis. Actually, every company publishes its balance sheet either quarterly, half yearly, and annually. Okay, which have information about the company. Which have information about the company. So this is also duty of the finance department. So financial reporting and analysis is the function that takes raw accounting entries and transforms them into meaningful, usable, and comparable financial statement. So balance sheet is your also financial statement, cash flow statement, fund flow statement. All these are your financial statement. The finance department contributes to organizational growth by measure and reporting on the regular basis key numbers that are vital to the success of the company. Okay, this will likely include a summary of all funding sources, expenditures, and reserves available for future use, excluding those already committed and budgeted for current period. Okay, some non-financial information and are usually communicated to managers in a logical and understandable format. So here we have written that this will likely include a summary of all funding sources. Actually, your financial statement such as balance sheet or CFS or FFS have all the information. Suppose that if you are showing your balance sheet, so that balance sheet have information about all the your funds available or assets available in your company and all the liabilities that you have to pay, and all the assets that you have. Means what is your status of company or condition of company in the present. So that balance sheet shows all the information. So here, what include summary or funding sources means from where you have all the assets and expenditure where you have invested or where you have to pay and reverse available for future use means what is your future use. One thing more, you have to not include the current period. Means suppose that at the time when you are disclosing your financial statement and that time you have also running a business immediately that is running correct and you have not any impact on that balance sheet that time. Okay, so you can exclude those activities. Okay, so financial reporting and analysis is the also duty of the finance department. Actually, according to this financial reporting, investors attract in your company. Investor attract in your company according to the financial report that you show. Uh, if you are showing false reporting, so this can lead illegal aspect. If you are reporting false statements, this can lead illegal activities which can be harmful for your company. Such as many companies have done this. So these some companies when doing the false reporting, so they are doing fraud, okay, or they are cheating. So here the financial reporting is very important for the government as well as investors also. Okay. Actually, when you show your financial reports, so this shows the goodwill and the value of the company. So this is the important duty of the financial department. Okay. The next one, assist managers in making key strategic decisions. Okay. The finance department provides company management with information necessary to make strategic decisions such as which markets or projects to pursue, the payback periods for large capital purchases, decision on what should be given out as dividend out of the company's earnings, and what to plow back into the business. The best financing mix that could yield the company the net profit, decision on how to allocate funds to investment, etc. Thus, making sure the money is being used in the best way. Okay. Now, so assist managers in making key strategic decision. So actually, three decisions are made. Three decisions are made in the financial management. uh, that I have told in previously, investment, financing, and dividend. So all the activities that are written here are related to that, such as, look at here, which markets are projects to pursue, means investment decision, where you have to invest, which markets or projects to pursue, means what product can we start now, which market we have to select. Okay, so this is the investment decision. The payback period for large capital purchase, decision on what should be given out as a dividend. As a dividend, there is a dividend policy also, by which the company pays dividend to their investors. We have also discussed. There are so many types of actually dividend are paid on to the shareholders. Dividend is paid to the shareholders, and there are so many types of shareholders, either primary shareholders, preference shareholders. Okay, so according to that, you have to also pay the dividend. And what is the combination of the raising funds? We have also discussed it. Okay, and how much profit we have to retain? How much profit we have to retain? Okay, so these are the some decisions related to your company's strategy. These are the some decisions related to your company's strategy, which information provide the information provided by the finance department, which helps to the finance managers or chief financial officer to making the strategies. Okay, so if you have proper information, then you can make better strategies. If you have proper information about your funds, then you can make better strategy, which can be helpful to achieving your organizational objectives. Okay, so this is the duty of finance department to assist managers in making key strategic decision. Now, technological impact. Actually, these were the functions of finance department, but the technological impact is not. You can say that function of finance department. This is involvement of technology. Involvement of technology in the finance department. Technology actually in the current time has undoubtedly been a driver of change in the first 2 decades of the 21st century. And it seems wise to continue as one of the preeminent force of change. The finance division of tomorrow will be built upon technology. The finance division of tomorrow, your means the upcoming future. The future of finance is built upon technology, because now you have lots of software, computer activities, internet, which is have impact on your financial activities. Now, automation has relieved finance terms of repetitive manual tasks like transaction recording. There is no reason to employ several individuals or several hundreds individuals in an office tower to track transaction when it can all be automated. Ideally, the automation occurs in a server farm on cheap rural real estate. Automation may assuredly add in cutting cost, but its true potential lies in eliminating the, I will explain it later, in eliminating the mundane, so finance employees can focus on adding value to the organization. Now, big data and the widespread availability of cheap computing have massively improved and planning and forecasting function. And due to automated recording, it seems the mountains of data will continue to grow. This newfound ability to analyze and forecast has thrust finance into a leadership role that produces value rather than simply consumers resources for recording. Now, let us understand. Actually, in the previous time, we had to number of persons to manage the records of financial transactions. Okay, in the previous time we have number of persons to manage the financial transactions. Okay, and also we have a team. Also we have a team which done all these financial activities manually. Okay, such coding and financial activities for investing or any for anything. We have a team. Okay, now but in the current time, if only one person can done many activities, because of we have computers nowadays, such as if there was, suppose that if there was no computer, if there would be no computer, so to filing the GST, we have to need I think 3 to 4%. Okay, but nowadays if you have a computer, only one person can make this function very easily by the software. Okay, now you have to also not need to maintain the registers or data. You can store your complete data in a place, and also you can store your huge data in a single place, that is your computer. Okay, so you can store lots of data, and also you do not need to search, uh, you do not need to spend the time to search in the information, any particular information. If you have to search any particular information, then you have if you have, you are going for either chartered accountant or financial manager or CFO, so you should have the knowledge of this technology, means how you can maintain your information in your computer, or what type of software you have to need to maintain this information. Okay, so the impact of technology nowadays is increasing. Okay, so next, payroll. Yeah, this is also a function of finance department. Payroll is a critical function that makes sure all employees are paid accurately, calculating overtime, paid leaves, etc., and in a timely fashion. So let us understand, payroll means the first thing. This is the duty of finance department, that how many employees are working in your organization. Okay, and what are the posts of those employees. Okay, and how much amount they have to pay, or you can say how much salary according to their work they have to pay. This is also specified the finance department. And what is the leave process? How much the overtime can be paid to the employee? And what is the process of calculating the overtime? Okay, so all these information or policies are done by your finance department. And one thing more, the salary that you are paying to your employee, either it is tax exempted or tax level. Okay, either it is tax exempted or not. When you are recruiting the person, you will pay pension to that employee or not. What will be the contribution of for the pension if you are giving him pension, and what are the allowances you have to pay. what are the allowances you have to pay according to the position of the employee, to whom you have to allowances you have to pay, either such as home, uh, house rent allowances, daily allowances, traveling allowances, some type of these allowances. So what are you paying these allowances? So these policies are framed by your financial department. Okay, so these are the some functions of finance department. Now, after completing your degree, when you will complete, so what are the role you can play in organization? What type of role you can play in organization, and what either you can say that what you will be, what you will be in the organization. So let us see first, chief financial officer. Now that you know the role of the accounting department, who are the key players, right? What you will be in the organization, or these are the key positions that you will find across most finance business accounting units. Okay, actually, if you are going to finance departments, so what eligibility you should have? Either BCom, BCom honors, BBA finance, MBA finance, chartered accountant, or company secretary. Okay, so except these, also there are some uh, eligibilities which can lead to go to the in the finance department. Okay, so let us start. What key role you can play in the finance department? The first one is chief financial officer. This is also called CFO. CFO. So CFOs are typically the head financial executive of large businesses. Okay? When the organizations are large, so there are chief financial officers. Okay, they oversee the financial strategy, health of the business. Actually, these are the function of chief financial. What they see, they oversee the financial strategy. Means they make financial strategy or they observe. Okay, health of the business. Health of the business means what is the condition of business? Either it is making profit or not. Okay, so they have to maintain the health of the business. They also oversee and manage the rest of the financial department. They manage all the rest financial department. Okay, means complete financial department is under the CFOs, Chief Financial Officer. CFOs are very forward thinking and will help business navigate through growth stages and downturns. Means the CFOs are very important. CFOs are plays very important role. Means if they are very forward thinking, so they can help business navigate through growth stage, and if their thinking is not growing, then they can also downturns. Okay, with their knowledge of company finance, they help senior management understand the financial impact of real-time decisions to ensure the fiscal success of the business. Means the knowledge that they have. Suppose that you have knowledge of complete finance. Okay, so you will help the top management, such as CEOs, president, chairpersons. So you can suggest them that how the company can use the finance for growing. Okay. So they can also help the senior management to understand the impact of financial activities and how the funds can be helpful in the success of a business. Okay, so their duties include financial planning, reporting and controls, short and long term business strategies, investment, housing, mergers and acquisition. Now, suppose that any company is acquired any another company. Okay, So according to the financial situation of the company, they have to acquire. So who will tell the financial situation of the company to the top management? The CFOs. Okay, CFOs will tell that we have enough funds to acquire the company. Okay, and also the cash management, internal risk management, corporate finance, auditing, and accounting. So all these activities are done by chief financial officer. Actually, auditing and accounting. Auditing is done by chartered accountant. So chartered accountant is a also be a chief financial officer in any organization. Okay. So these are the some functions of chief financial officer. The next one is financial controller. Financial controllers are key players within accounting departments and work alongside CFOs, COO, and financial directors. Okay, financial controllers work with either CFOs, COOs, and financial directors, and their functions and responsibilities include financial accounting. Financial accounting means preparation of the all transaction that has been done by the company. And after preparing these transactions, the financial controller will present to the CFO. Okay, it means you can say that if there is a boss in company, so this is the right hand of the boss. Okay, so financial controller is the right hand of your financial chief financial officer, okay, or financial directors. Now, the key role tends to focus on immediate financial issues and management. Actually, financial controller keep an eye on daily transactions. Daily transactions. So, if there is any problem, so uh, he respond immediately. He respond immediately on any financial issues. Okay. So, financial controller is very important key player in the finance department, which works with your CFOs, COs, and financial directors. The next one is treasury manager. If you have gone to the any bank, so there is a treasury manager. So what is the treasury manager? Treasury manager keep all the funds, all the funds. Okay, okay. So the treasury manager's role in the accounting department revolves around the formulation and development of treasury policy. Treasury policy means the funds that you have, the funds that you have. So related to that funds, the policies will be made by treasury manager. This include identifying the best investment opportunities, developing great banking relations, optimizing credit facilities, and minimizing finance costs. Okay, actually, treasury manager has all the funds and where the funds have to invest and from where we have to make relationship such as bank. Can we raise the funds from the bank? Actually, if we are raising the funds from the bank, so we have to maintain good relationship with the banks. Okay, so this is the work of treasury manager. Okay, and also minimizing the finance cost. If we are financing, so minimizing the cost of financing. This is also duty of treasury manager. The next one is accounting manager. An accounting manager is responsible for a company's accounting activities that include maintaining and reporting on both the cost and financial sets of accounts, but does not handle or negotiate. The accounting manager establishes and enforces the accounting principles based on statutory requirements and auditing policy. If you are accounting manager, okay, so what you have to done? Either any financial transaction that has been made by organization or company is going wrong. Is means it can, when the audit will be done, either that transaction have any issue. So you have to remove that issue. You have to remove that issue when you will make your accounting note. When you will make your accounting note. So in the auditing, when auditing will be made, you have to keep an eye on your transaction, because according to the accounting transaction that you will shows in your uh, book, accounting book. So according to those bookkeeping, all the financial position or balance sheet has been made by those transactions or those accounting transactions. Okay, so this is the duty of or work of all accounting activities or reporting of the financial transaction that cost is uh, or the cost and profit is managed well. Okay? Actually, the accounting manager can record the transaction. He cannot negotiate. He cannot negotiate. Okay. Actually, all the transaction which has been made by accounting managers is based for your company's financial statement. Okay. Because when the audit has been done, so these statements can be seen by auditors. So accounting manager is very important. Now, chief accounting. The chief accounting holds the same responsibilities as the accounting manager, but the roles simply differ in terms of the job title. Means the work of chief accounting is same as to the accounting manager. Okay, only title is differ. Either you can say chief accounting officer or you can say accounting manager. Now, accounting supervisor. Accounting supervisor shares the same responsibilities as an accounting manager and provides supports as a member of his her team, such as a financial controller was the right hand of the CFOs or financial director. Similarly, here accounting supervisor is the right hand of the accounting manager. Okay, he supports he supports accounting manager or to her team. If you are a supervisor, then you have some team of accountant. You have some team of accountant, and you will supervise all of them. You will supervise all of them, and you will report to the accounting manager. Okay, so accounting supervisor share the same responsibilities or shares the information of accounting team to the accounting manager. And accountant. Accountants play a key role in finance departments, such as the measurement and interpretation of financial information. The results of their work ensure compliance and provide the groundwork for greater financial stability. Means all the financial information they measure. Means if you are purchasing something, so the accountant will see that purchasing activity, and he will tell you that how this accounting activity has been managed. He will measure either it will be profitable for the organization or not. Okay, so if this is not profitable, then the accountant will interpret that financial information according to the condition. Okay, all the financial activities will be interpreted and measured by accountant. Okay, and the next one is bookkeepers. Bookkeepers are those persons who record the daily to daily transactions. Bookkeepers provide the day-to-day efforts needed to record and assess basic accounting data. They typically do not take a strategic role. Actually, bookkeepers are those persons who record daily operations. Suppose that uh, you are a bookkeeper, then if you have purchased any person purchase or expenses any funds to the any activities, then he will write down in his book that the particular person purchased some furniture or anything, and the accountant will make that activity in the financial information. Okay, so bookkeeper will write the activities of financial information. He will write and accountant will interpret that activities. Okay. So these are the some key players in the finance department. Now this is the conclusion that these are just some of the main roles and functions of the accounting department in business. There are many more responsibilities the accounting department is responsible for and a number of subcategories. Those will depend upon the specific nature of your business. For example, inventory control and tracking, government forms and tax filings, and fundraising might be other essential areas of focus that your accounting department would be responsible for. Okay? Defining those responsibilities is essential for your business, while the specific roles may vary from business to business. One thing is certain: if your accounting department does not perform these key functions effectively and efficiently, you could be headed for some serious surprises. And not so pleasant means if your finance department is not performing well, so you have some serious issues. Means you can face some problems. Okay. So the great news is that if these functions are covered well, you will find that your accounting department is a solid base and the most important major tool of your company's entire operation. Means if your finance department or these finance function is doing well, then you have running a great business. Okay, means your entire financial operations are going well. So this is all about the finance department, and let us